Over 60? What if the secret to stronger erections and a healthier heart wasn't in a pill, but in this simple morning cup? A clinical trial showed a cacao drink boosted blood flow in just 2 weeks. I'm Dr. Evelyn Hart. In this video, I'll show you the exact 3-step recipe for this cacao honey drink. Reveal the science behind why it works so well and the one mistake most men make that destroys all its benefits. Stay with me, because in just 40 seconds, you'll know how to do it right. Let's get started. 1. Cacao, the circulation restorer. Let's begin with the first ingredient, cacao. And I'm not talking about the sugary, hot cocoa packets on supermarket shelves. I mean raw, unsweetened cacao powder, the kind loaded with flavonols, nature's compounds that directly heal your blood vessels. As men age, the inner lining of our arteries, the endothelium, weakens. It produces less nitric oxide, the molecule that signals blood vessels to relax and open. Without enough nitric oxide, circulation slows. That means less blood reaches your heart, and far less reaches the tissue responsible for erections. It's one of the quiet reasons so many men, after 60, notice their mornings feel flat. Here's the good news. Cacao flavonols directly restore this nitric oxide pathway. In fact, one clinical trial showed that just 2 weeks of drinking flavanol-rich cacao significantly improved blood flow in the brachial artery, a key measure of vascular health. Another study followed men with erectile dysfunction, and after 12 weeks of daily cacao, over 70% reported measurable improvement in erection quality. Cacao doesn't cover up the problem like a pill. It repairs the root cause, poor vessel health. Stronger arteries mean a stronger heart during the day and natural erections returning at night. And this isn't limited to healthy men. Research shows even patients with high blood pressure, diabetes, or early heart disease improve their circulation after adding cacao. That's why doctors now see cacao not as candy, but as a daily therapy for blood flow. 2. Honey, the hormone supporter. Now let's add the second half of the formula, raw honey. At first glance, it looks like nothing more than sweetness in a golden jar. But for men over 60, it does far more than sweeten your cup. First, honey is naturally rich in zinc, one of the most important minerals for male health. Zinc fuels testosterone production, sperm quality, and immune strength. As we age, zinc levels quietly decline, and that decline often shows up as fatigue, weaker erections, and lower drive. A teaspoon of honey helps top up this critical mineral. Second, raw honey is packed with live enzymes and powerful antioxidants that calm inflammation. Chronic inflammation is like rust on your arteries. It raises blood pressure, stiffens vessels, and accelerates erectile decline. Honey helps slow that rusting process. And here's something surprising. Unlike refined sugar that spikes blood sugar and insulin, studies show raw honey has a gentler impact and can even improve glucose balance when used in moderation. For older men managing blood pressure or prediabetes, that's no small advantage. When you think of honey, don't think of sugar. Think of sustained energy, hormone support, and vessel protection. That's why honey doesn't just sweeten cacao, it strengthens its power. Together, cacao and honey form a perfect partnership. Cacao opens the blood vessels, while honey fuels your body with minerals and antioxidants to keep that flow steady. One works on the pipes, the other works on the engine. 3. The 3-step recipe. So how do you actually make this drink for maximum effect? The recipe is simple, but there are details most men get wrong, and that mistake can ruin the benefits. Step 1. Use 1 tablespoon of raw cacao powder, not cocoa mix, not sweetened powder, just pure cacao rich in flavonols. Step 2. Add about 200 milliliters of warm water. but not boiling. Water that's too hot destroys delicate flavonols. Aim for 70-80 degrees. Warm enough to dissolve cacao, gentle enough to protect its compounds. Step 3. Stir until smooth. Then let the drink cool slightly, below 40 degrees, before adding 1 teaspoon of raw honey. This step is critical. Adding honey to boiling water kills its enzymes and antioxidants. Optional, sprinkle a pinch of cinnamon or ginger for extra flavor and circulation support. Drink it in the morning or early afternoon. Not at night, since cacao contains theobromine and a little caffeine that may keep you alert. Miss one detail, like adding honey to boiling water, and you lose most of the benefits. So get the temperature right and let the science work for you. Now let me share a real story. Michael, a 66-year-old patient, walked into my office frustrated. He told me, "Doctor, I wake up flat every morning. My blood pressure is creeping up. I feel tired all day. I'm tired of trying pills that promise results, but leave me feeling worse." I suggested something simple. Start every morning with the cacao and honey drink, exactly as I described, and give it 3 months. The first weeks, he was skeptical. How can a simple cup do what medication can't? But by the 4th week, he noticed his energy was steadier. At his 6-week checkup, his blood pressure had dropped by nearly 10 points. By the end of 3 months, he reported something even more personal. Firmer morning erections had returned, and his confidence with his wife had risen too. Michael's change didn't come from a miracle pill. It came from restoring his circulation, supporting his hormones, and feeding his body daily with 2 natural ingredients. And Michael is not alone. I've seen countless men over 60 benefit from this ritual. Stronger heartbeat, steadier pressure, more energy, and yes, the return of morning strength they thought was gone forever. Here's the lesson. Restoring erections and protecting heart health after 60 doesn't require risky pills or quick fixes that never last. The real answer is repairing your circulation and supporting your hormones in a natural, sustainable way. That's exactly what this cacao and honey drink delivers. Cacao to relax and strengthen your vessels. Honey to fuel your hormones and fight inflammation. Together they create a ritual that works with your body, not against it. And the best part? It's not just effective, it's simple, safe, and even enjoyable. A warm, comforting cup that can quietly change the way your mornings feel. So here's the takeaway. Aging doesn't mean surrendering your vitality. Erections that fade and blood pressure that creeps upward aren't simply old age. They're signals that your circulation and hormones need support. And the most powerful solutions don't always come in a prescription bottle. Sometimes they're as simple as a warm cup in your own kitchen. Cacao repairs the very lining of your arteries, boosting nitric oxide and restoring healthy blood flow. Honey provides the zinc, antioxidants, and enzymes that fuel testosterone and calm inflammation. When you bring them together, you create a daily ritual that strengthens both your heart and your manhood, gently, naturally, and without fear of side effects. Now, I want to turn it over to you. If you've ever woken up flat and wondered if your best days are behind you, try this drink for the next few weeks and notice the difference. Then, come back and share your experience in the comments. Your story may be the encouragement another man needs to take his first step. And don't stop here. Subscribe to this channel for more doctor-backed strategies to keep your circulation strong, your hormones balanced, and your mornings confident. In my next video, I'll reveal a surprising nighttime habit that quietly supports morning strength. Something you won't want to miss. I'm Dr. Evelyn Hart. Here's to your heart, your vitality, and your confidence. Disclaimer. This video is for educational purposes only and is not a substitute for professional medical advice. Always consult your doctor before making changes to your diet, supplements, or health routine, especially if you have existing conditions or take prescription medications.